My name is Sam Wasteney and I work here at Kendry Hospital main reception for the Central Functions team. So basically, my course that I chose was the T-level Business Management and Administration course, level 3, which was a T-level. So basically this was a 2-year course that I did instead of the standard A-level route that many people my age take when they first leave secondary school. So I first came about it during my time in year 11 before GCSEs. I didn't necessarily want to do A-levels like the standard route. I didn't really want to do university. So I wanted to build my skills up so I could go into a career that I chose. So I thought the T-level would be a great choice for me because once a week I'd be attending a real working environment for allowing me to build my skills up, not just for my CV and experience, but also to help me during my exams for real life scenarios. For me, I really enjoyed the experience from carrying out my T-level over the past 2 years. It's helped me to develop many skills that I obviously knew that I had, but I was able to demonstrate them. Things such as adaptability and timekeeping. Working in a busy environment such as this, you never know what's going to happen. You can come up with a plan, you might have to change it. But I think the main one for me personally was definitely my confidence. When I first left school, I was very quiet and I'd let other people take charge. And now I've built that skill up and now I understand that sometimes I have to take charge or use my initiative. And over the past 2 years, from me completing my T-level and working in a real environment, it's been able for me to demonstrate those skills to future employers and colleagues. Yep, so my apprenticeship, which was my T-level, took place at Barnsley College. So how this would work is I would have 1 day a week, which was a Tuesday, which is when I would go to a real working environment, complete tasks, meet people, learn skills like that. And then the other days, which was the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this would basically be carried out at college. So we'd basically just have lesson plans and like topics to follow, which range from a variety such as like organising a team, like initiating a brand new change to a major company involving like technology. And we also just looked at things such as like event planning. So all these all built up different things in my mind, but obviously I was gathering skills here at the NHS, which was really great at the time because it allowed me to be able to link my own work into what I was doing at college. I was able to use real experiences and real learning that I'd learned on like hands-on that I was able to include in my real college work, and that was definitely something that I preferred about the course a lot. So the support that I received whilst here at the NHS was great. I had a weekly or every fortnightly session with Jenny Richmond, who works for the Trust. Basically, each week we'd cover a different thing that might help me get a job here, which would include NHS jobs. We'd look at Indeed, we'd look at the STAR interview methodology, we'd look at all things like that. And these were able to make a good picture for like, obviously building my skills up, which I keep saying because it's true. But obviously I was able to use what I'd learned to use when my T-level ended. I was able to apply for an official role in the NHS, and I was able to use like the STAR methodology for my interview, and I was able to link back and make sure I didn't forget to include anything. And also at college, I was always able to speak to somebody, even if it was over the phone. I could contact them on Teams, which obviously we do here, so that was a great entry to using Teams in a professional setting. Even if it was a weekend or a late night, I was able to message them and they'd get back to me really quickly. And overall, that helped me, like, where I am today, basically. So in August of last year, I received a distinction as my final grade, which I was really happy with because I've been working towards a merit. So I was really happy because my hard work had paid off. So basically, the next steps after that, I'd been from around March or April, I'd completed my industry placement with my T-level, but before I finished, I said, is there anything else you'd like me to do? And my employer said there might be positions going up coming into like the new year, like the new like financial year and things like that, and if I was interested in staying around, building up some skills. So I definitely took it on, and that's when I came here to Kendry Hospital. So I was able to get an idea of the hospital, the sort of environment, find out if it was for me, and eventually, using the skills that I'd learned previously, I was able to apply via NHS jobs. I had an interview, which I was successful with, and that's how I started here in late August, early September of last year, which was 2025. I would recommend the T-level that I chose because I believe it was the best decision for myself at the time. I liked the hands-on experience that I was going to gain with me not having an official job before, but I also liked meeting new people. At the time I wasn't very confident, but everyone was really kind and accommodating. Me asking them to show me like new things or procedures was never a pain. They'd always show me, which was great. And also I think just if someone was going to pick the T-level but they weren't necessarily sure, definitely think about what sort of industry you'd be interested in. With my T-level being business, it meant I was able to look at a variety of businesses, not just in like the public and private, but we also looked at charities and a variety. So there's literally so many options, but also there's different T-levels. There's like health and social T-level, which can be a great way of getting into certain careers. So obviously it's just a case of looking at what T-levels are provided by your local college, and also what sort of place would you like to work, but also putting into perspective what the coursework is and whether you'll be able to like work, whether your workload will be too much, which for me it was great and it allowed me to come up with new ways to prioritize my work. And yeah, I just definitely ask questions. That's the main part. Definitely ask your college about questions, what a T-level can bring to you.